lot of other things.
So wow.
There's one more seed I have to get for you. That's those black seeds.
So the little black ones, yeah.
So that's
This is
how she
called
take that one.
Artemisia.
Well, how does she
What
do?
you have to do, you have to get a coffee grinder. This has to become powder. Because if I would have got powder, then it become very expensive. So this way you can do all the powdering yourself.
Okay.
And so
And grind it
this thing,
really
yeah,
fine.
Yeah. This is Artemisia,
Look at
and you
that.
powder it. When it's real powdered, then you know you can take about. Start with half a teaspoon
Okay.
in a, let's say, glass of orange juice
Okay.
or whatever juice you like,
Once a day.
because this is very better.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
slowly you can go to 1 teaspoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Okay.
And if you need, you can take more.
Can I
Because-
take notes?
Yeah.
I
Here
mean,
is the
Yeah.
paper for
Because
you.
I'm gonna need. Yeah.
Yeah, so you remember. I will call for you too.
Because
So
everything,
now-
every one of these, I'll go over it. You start it
Teaspoon.
very low because you don't want to shock your system. Because you've been doing acidic stuff like wine or marijuana and all that stuff. Marijuana is almost like the
Marijuana.
smoking chemotherapy. And I have a lot of resources here I can show you.
Okay.
But they
Yeah, I wanna
don't
see
tell
the
people.
books.
It kills the white cell, which is the immune system of human body. So what happens is, this is Artemisia. I guess I'm not much good in the spelling, but I think the spelling
Artemisia
is
with the,
yeah.
that one right there. A-R.
Artemisia
Yeah.
annua.
Okay.
And then
So the start, after you powder it, really fine powder, like a
grind.
wheat flour.
Like a flour. Okay.
Yeah.
Just very, very
Yeah.
fine. Okay. Grind to
And then you
fine.
start with half a teaspoon, and you can go always to 2-3 teaspoons as your body gets, because you don't want to go to healing crisis. All of a sudden, the body is detoxifying. Okay.
So how long would I be doing the half a teaspoon?
Well, just do it. Let me know, because I would say, until you feel comfortable, then go up, because you're going to be detoxifying.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go to healing crisis.
Interesting.
So you want to stuff everything here.
Okay.
And this, I'll draw this for you
Okay,
here. This
yeah.
is MSM. Let me get another piece of pad here.
Oh, it isn't water.
That's interesting.
I know. Oh. Oh.
Artemisia.
And then how you eat that? Or you grind it?
Like grind it really fine, and then put it in the liquid to drink, but orange juice.
I'll
'cause
talk
it,
about
smoothie.
this guy in Germany. He recovered thousands of cancer patients.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
just
like-
a few thousands.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. But there's still people, they do chemotherapy and all that. Now, this is MSM.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you have the cells of human body, it has a connection bonding. It's a flexible bonding of the cell. Let's say these are 4 cells. Between these, this is like hinges of the door. Like, because your cells go to contraction, expansion as you breathe. Every part of your body goes to peristalsis. Expand, contract to breathe, and takes things in and toxin out. Now, the water can go through here very nice here. So there's a circulation of water between your cell. If you don't have MSM, the cells regenerate like this. Now, it's very hard for the cell to go to peristalsis when it's like that. So what happened? And the water cannot penetrate here. So all of a sudden you drink a lot of water, you may build up water in your legs or your stomach or whatever. All of a sudden you feel like you're drinking water for health, but the water cannot go out. So that's what this thing is called, MSM. It's called flexible bonding. My spelling is not very good.
No, that's fine. I understand. Yeah.
Flexible bonding between the cells. So when you take this, now after water and salt, MSM is the 3rd largest thing, is not in human, in animals, plants, everything. So if you don't have it, all of a sudden, these older people, their knuckles crack, or they have ruptures because your blood vessel has to do this, or the heart has to go this,
Mm-hmm.
and the lung has to go. They all have to go contraction, expansion. It causes bleeding, or sometimes in the leg, varicose vein, and all that. So this is MSM.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, for every 30 pounds of weight, this is the requirement. Why we don't get it in our plants? Because it develops in final ripening days of fruits. So if I'm taking everything unripe, it doesn't have it. And if I take it, and by the time I get it to the store, within a day, the MSM part of it is gone. So that's a missing link in our diet. So for every 30 pounds of weight, it requires 1,000 milligram. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is that clear?
Okay, I have to do that now. Yeah.
However, let's say, what's your weight?
Oh. I don't know, 127.
Okay, let's say
130?
120.
Let's say 130.
If it's 120 pounds, then that means 4 times. So the required, it's pretty much like me, 4,000 milligram per day.
Wow.
Now that means these are all 500 milligrams.
Okay.
So that means 8 of them.
So you need to drink
Yeah.
8 of them?
Now, these are capsules.
Oh, they're capsules.
But later on, I
That's a
can
lot,
give you a
wow.
powder, because the powder, right now, since your study capsule is easier, powder is so better, it just,
Uh-oh.
you gag.
Oh, no.
So, but
And it's
this
a lot
is,
of powder, yeah.
right now it's 8
Mm-hmm.
of them per day,
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
However, this you detoxify a lot. All of a sudden the cell opens, toxin one. So I would say you start with 3 capsule,
Okay.
3 capsule per day. And slowly, as you feel comfortable, go to 8 cap per day.
Okay.
And if you need, you can always go also 10 cap per day.
Wow.
But what happens, when you switch from this to powder, then you can take a teaspoon, because a teaspoon is 4,000 milligrams. That's what I do. But right now, you won't be able to. You have to get
Can't do
used to
that
it.
much, yeah. Okay.
It's the most better things in nature.
Okay.
There's nothing more better than this. Yeah.
Okay.
Because anything which is better also cleans.
Yeah. Better
Just
foods.
Chinese medicine, everything that's liver cleanser
Yeah.
is very better.
Better. Okay.
Okay, so that's your MSM here. Now, these are the 3 electrolytes that I mentioned to you: calcium, magnesium, potassium.
Right.
If you look at minerals, see calcium, magnesium, and potassium. If you look at the cell has holes on it. Do you have a computer? I can send nicer diagram. These holes that you see here is in size of called angstrom, which is 10 to the minus 10 meter, so you don't have to. But anyway, everything has to be small to go in. So digestion is very. Now calcium takes 22 times its weight, magnesium takes 3, and potassium takes 7. Calcium is from the bone, so if I don't have it, in order for every second that my heart beats, I need calcium. So if I don't have it, I'll die. So, but God put hundreds of different backup systems. So there is something in the blood. It's called calcium blood pump. It pumps it out of the bones. Like we talked last time. So that's why our bones are slowly at the end of it. As we get older, the joints start hurting. So this calcium is this here. Okay. Now, so you take 1 ounce. You have 1 ounce. How do you spell ounce?
OUNCE.
C, yeah. 1 ounce per day, and you take these in the morning. Now, when you take it, you don't gulp it.
Yeah.
If you want to last your money worth a little bit more, you slowly sip on it and swish it in your mouth so it absorbs sublingually.
Yeah.
Can you remember that? So not to drink it like you
Yeah.
drink water. So you slowly take a little sip at a time, and it absorbs in your mouth.
Okay.
Because it's ionic, it absorbs. Okay, so that's your calcium. And then magnesium stays in the tissue. In order for joints and everything works, the tissue, the muscle has to have magnesium. Otherwise, you have aches and pains. So this is magnesium, which I wrote here. Now, magnesium, it resides in the tissues. Now, we have potassium. Potassium, it's in the blood. That's why people don't have potassium. All of a sudden, they faint or they don't have energy. So these three are primary electrolytes. And then, as we talked about, the other two electrolytes is sodium and iron. That's why I mentioned to you pink salt.
The Himalayan pink
Yeah?
salt.
If you take, because these are trace minerals, these are primary minerals. If you take some of that salt every day, half a teaspoon or whatever, then you get these two pretty much covered, unless you're very deficient.
Okay.
Okay, so if you got the pink salt from they have it at Safeway or any health food store, they have Himalayan salt. So that's your electrolytes. Now, the other, this is platinum. Now, if you have been drinking, or drinking coffee in the morning and wine and in the afternoon, or maybe smoking pot, so what happened? Your autonomic nervous system is really totally shut because pot doesn't relax you. It just shut down the autonomic nervous system and people think they are relaxed. So now what happened here is platinum is that, if you can afford it, you can do platinum will recover, and I used to give it to athletes because it gives them a lot of energy. So instead of coffee, you start taking platinum. It energizes you slowly. Okay.
How often she take that?
Now these are all 1 ounce in the morning, and you swish it in about 2 minutes from each other. After you take that 2 minutes, 3 minutes later, you can take the next one.
Okay.
And then platinum, same thing in the morning because you drink coffee. So you need something to boost you up.
Okay.
When my kids, they all played the state soccer.
Yeah.
When they were younger, before a game, I used to give them a lot of platinum.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, that's
They
good.
could run more than any other kid.
That's great.
So it's a very energizer. On
Okay.
the other hand, gold relaxes you. For example, if you smoke pot in the afternoon or evening, gold can relax you, give you the same feeling, but it doesn't affect autonomic nervous system.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow.
so
So this is silver?
no,
Cool.
this is
Hi.
platinum.
Oh, I didn't know.
If you want, you can.
That's
Now,
interesting.
these are $37. This one is $45,
Okay.
and this is 40 and 40 here.
Oh, goodness. Okay, we'll have to make all the math and
Yeah.
see if we can do